Good morning. It's good to be here right smack dab in the middle of the town of Mount Pleasant at Town Center. Before I get to the subject of today's press conference, I hope everyone knows the town of Mount Pleasant is well prepared for any weather contingency today. Please look at our social media post. We have made some adjustments and are making some closings today, and we want everyone to stay safe. I'm pleased to be joined here today by a few friends and supporters that I would like to introduce before I make an announcement. Colonel Brent Donahoe and his wife Lisa, who live in Planters Place at Rivertown, are here. They're longtime close friends. Susan and Joe Bowers of Dunes West are here. I've known Susan for more years than she would probably want me to say. One of my local heroes, Elliot Middleton, is here. He helped organize the Unity March on the Ravenel Bridge in 2015 after the Emanuel 9 massacre, and he's in that famous picture with Chief Carl Ritchie holding the flag at the top of the bridge. He's an inspiration to me. Lynn Furlow is here. She's a registered nurse who works in one of our retirement communities. She organized the Christmas caroling that we did as Operation COVID Christmas, where we took Christmas joy to all the nursing homes in Mount Pleasant. And from East Cooper Medical Center, Patrick Downs, who's the CEO, he provided guidance during the pandemic for all the decisions we had to make as a local government, and he is a key partner with the town now in the drive-through vaccines, where we are getting our citizens vaccinated and putting this pandemic behind us. My wife Suzette can't be here today. As you know, she's a school teacher at Jenny Moore, where she spent the better part of a decade. But what I'm here to tell you is that since I recently got the most important vote and endorsement I can get, that is Suzette's, that today I'm announcing that we have decided for me to seek another term as mayor of the town of Mount Pleasant. It would be my privilege to serve the town for 4 more years. Since I received a huge mandate in the 2017 mayoral election to be your mayor, we've united as a community and we have met the expectations from that election to handle the major issues that we addressed when we were running, but to also handle things like we're in the midst of now that were not planned. So what has been done? The first thing we did was we slowed the out-of-control residential growth rate that I inherited. We've got it down to a maximum of 2% a year, which is manageable, which preserves our quality of life and helps our infrastructure to catch up. We recently passed unanimously a 10-year comprehensive plan that has the vision of Mount Pleasant as a unique, livable, and high quality of life suburban coastal town. This is much different than the environment I walked into as a new councilman back in 2015, when there was rancor, there was division, and there was no solid vision for the town of Mount Pleasant and its future. We recently lowered our property tax rate from 41 to 39 mills, and we put 2 mills into a lockbox that will forever serve debt so that we can bond funds and fix our infrastructure, our roads, and build parks and fix drainage. That was the fair way to do it, as opposed to doubling or tripling everyone's stormwater fees, which would have amounted to much more per household. We've made transportation improvements like widening Park West Boulevard, and I pushed to get a reallocation of $1 million more for Long Point Road to help our citizens with safety issues who live near our busy port. We've funded and will soon begin drainage improvements in Old Mount Pleasant, giving those residents the kind of relief that the residents of Snee Farm got recently. We have protected and continue to protect our cultural heritage and our settlement communities in the Sweetgrass Overlay District and our unique shrimping fleet in Shem Creek by purchasing the Wando dock, so that we will always have a processing plant so that our hardworking shrimpers and fishermen have a place to make a living. I've provided dependable and relevant leadership through a lot of unplanned events as well. Do you all remember the South Carolina version of a snowstorm? That was fun. Multiple hurricane preparations, the I-526 bridge emergency, totally unplanned, and most recently, the global pandemic. In recent years, in the last 3 elections, 11 of 12 town council members' seats have changed. over the past 3 elections. From 2009 to 2019, Mount Pleasant had 4 mayors in 10 years. What Mount Pleasant needs for the next 4 years is a proven, dependable leader as mayor, one who has demonstrated a vision for our town, and one who has the proven ability to lead, to build partnerships, and to handle things, whatever comes our way. We must continue to transition from residential growth to economic development so that you can have a high-paying, good-paying job so that you can live and work in the town of Mount Pleasant, and that will help reduce our traffic. And just like during the pandemic, I worked every week with the Mount Pleasant Chamber of Commerce and the One Region Committee to get our businesses open and stay open. That is the dedication and focus on our local economy in the town of Mount Pleasant that I will apply for the next 4 years to bring jobs and an economic base to the town of Mount Pleasant. We will complete the Medal of Honor Museum and the leadership and education component of that. The town has committed $3 million to that. I was honored to work beside our resident Medal of Honor recipient, Major General Livingston, to go down to Tampa to the National Convention of the Medal of Honor Society, which is the recipients, and get a verbal commitment from them that they intend to keep their home, the home of heroes, here in the town of Mount Pleasant. I want to be the mayor for the next 4 years to keep it that way. I have an endorsement from General Livingston that he asked me to read. Mayor Will Haynie has been a visionary leader. The quality of life under his leadership in Mount Pleasant has made remarkable progress. As a Marine who has served under remarkable leaders, I can say that Will Haynie's leadership is without peer. Major General James E. Livingston, USMC retired Medal of Honor recipient. But leadership means doing good, not just governing. I'm proud of my association and leadership contributions to such good programs as Our Community, Our Children, where we partnership with multiple agencies and nonprofits to bring awareness to the perils that face our next generation. Operation COVID Christmas, which many of y'all in this room were part of this year. We've never had a Christmas like this in Mount Pleasant, maybe 100 years ago, where everyone couldn't get out. Everyone couldn't enjoy everything that was going on. So we decided to get together, a bunch of nonprofits, a bunch of people, the hospitals and others, to take Christmas to those who were our frontline healthcare workers, our hospitality workers, and our isolated elderly. I started the Mayor's Music and Art program in Town Hall, where we display art every 3 months, and we have music and reception to enjoy what brings us together as a community. And last but not least, as those in this room have helped me with, is drive-through vaccination events in this town in an unprecedented environment to get mass vaccinations going so that we can get a higher percentage of our population vaccinated. And yes, as the whole country saw, it took a little help from Chick-fil-A and a lot of help from our local Rotary clubs. So for the next 4 years, I'll continue to live by my Palmetto principle that I announced 3 years ago, which is to protect, plan, and restore. And I'll provide proven leadership that is relevant to the long-term issues that we face and the emerging issues as they come up. I have demonstrated my dedication to what is good for our town, and I ask for the support of the citizens of Mount Pleasant for 4 more years to fulfill our vision and to do what's good for the town of Mount Pleasant. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll answer any questions. I'm going to get out from behind the podium, but I'll answer any questions over there. And those of you who are my guests, y'all might get interviewed too. So hope you don't mind that. Thank y'all for coming, and be careful.